Heyo, and welcome to Whiskey Magic and Destruction on the Games Tavern. Hey guys, we just had an hour plus worth of technical difficulties. So for those of you who stuck around by us, who are in our Discord, by the way, who got the message and stuck by us, we really, really do appreciate you. See some friends in chat. Thank you so much for being there for us. Um, However, back to the story. If I could get the sound, we'll just kick this right off. We won't dilly-dally. We won't mess around with anything. Yes. So, as you have moved through the area, you got to, what's the point you got to there? Yeah. You came in, you went through the twisted caverns, you got pulled in briefly by something very terrible, managed to mentally fend it off, got your way out of there, killed a troll that tried to knock you guys out of your boat. Luciano, ever the
Oh,
hero riding a broom. Uh,
always.
it was an amazing river rapids. Um, and then you finally got your folding boat, magical folding boat to the shoreline of the underground river to the Willow Wood. Upon beaching the boat, you guys got out, looked around, packed the boat up, and proceeded into the woods. Once in the woods, you discovered that the trees are ridiculous. The sunlight above is an illusion, and you spent the night in a very, very interesting place. Waking up the next morning, you packed up, proceeded on, and began to hear long, wailing moans in the distance. Continuing to emanate, you walked to the point where you're at now, finding some arches. Oh, and you found some abandoned buildings and some other arches with a whole bunch of spider webs and decided that the prudent choice was not to go into that area. Cowards. That
Yes.
being said, it is the Undermount. Caution is probably not a bad choice here. Moving forward, you found another archway set and proceeded up some natural stairs in the cavern and through the archway and made your way up through some what appears to be additional caverns where you're hearing loud moans throughout. Let's see here. What are you doing as the moaning has gotten considerably louder?
Did we get does it sound like it's coming up here on our left, or does it sound like it's coming up further ahead?
It sounds like it's coming up. Hold on one second. Forward of you. Period. You can't tell. The sound is just all over the place.
I'll take a gander down this way. I'll step down, just take a look, see how far my gnomish eyes can see.
What's the range of your dark vision?
Are we, Turge, are you using dancing lights at all, or are
I was
we...
going to ask, are we physically in the dark?
Yeah, you're in a
Okay.
cavern.
Then I'm using dancing lights.
Dancing lights, which gives a range. You're pushing the dancing lights in there?
No, because Garlo is dark vision.
So what's going on, guys? Because I'm confused. He's looking in there with dark vision. He just asked about dancing lights. You said, yeah. So
I said, yeah, I'm using them, but they're by me.
Oh,
Dark
okay.
vision is 60 feet.
60 feet. All right. Well, from where you're standing, let me change that a little bit. That's what you see. It is dark in there. However, moaning stops as you get close to that edge, but then you hear more moaning further down behind you.
All right. Garlo will look on his person, taps around a little bit, and then on his cloak, he pulls off a patch that is a bullseye lantern with a lit thing, I guess, which is crazy. It was a lit lantern in my coat, but it casts bright light in a 60-foot cone and dim light for an additional 60 feet.
Oh.
Loud moaning emanates, except this time it has an effect. I need all of you to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Give me save.
Failure.
Yeah.
Is this by chance magic?
No.
Okay.
Well, at least somebody is going to get through.
Nice.
14.
Turja, Luciano.
Would like.
Wait a second. Garlo. Oh my goodness, Garlo. What did you roll a second time, Garlo?
For what?
I see that you rolled. Or is that an old
Was-
roll?
14.
No, that was
It's
an
an old
inside
roll at
check.
the top.
That's
I
That was
rolled
an
a
20.
inside check. Sorry, I was scrolling up. Okay. All right. Well, Turja and Luciano, you guys are now frightened. You have the frightened condition. You are terrified of whatever is making these moaning sounds. It sounds like whatever's in there has been tortured. As this happens, and as you see your friend pulling out the lantern from right there, something shoots through the dark and immediately attacks Garlo. Garlo, roll for initiative, everyone. We'll see if Garlo
Can I see
gets
that
to hit
Turja
first.
is frightened?
Well, aren't
Yeah,
you
you
frightened
both
too?
see. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
frightened
just
as
want to
well.
know if you're frightened. If I can tell you're frightened, I will do.
Mm.
There's that good initiative roll of mine.
Okay. Let me make sure I show this. Alrighty. You see 3 creatures surround and attack you, Garlo, and the rest of you hear what sounds like creatures moving in as moans become a chord of moans, if you will. Let's see here. First one tries to get you. It misses with a 7, Garlo.
Okay.
You are just way too agile for the first one. Does a 16 hit you?
16 hits at me.
It does hit you?
I'm
Are
a
they
16
hitting
AC.
For specific?
Yep. It catches you for 12 piercing damage. And now it seems to have gripped a hold of you and is attached to you. Hold on a second here. Oh, it seems to think it has a lot of things going for it as it starts to just wrap itself around you. This flowing black creature that looks partially, I mean, it's almost like Shadow, the leathery wings. You hear the other 2 fluttering around, but its tail attempts to jab you but misses with a 7. It is now Turja's move, who has to, because she's in the frightened condition, do what?
That's a really good question.
Can't willingly move closer to the source of fear.
That's correct. She has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. It now is. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
And I can't shoot it because there's that prominence in the way.
I mean, pretty much. Depends on how you move back, but yes. So what are you gonna do?
Depends on how I move back.
You can't willingly. What's the wording on frightened?
You cannot willingly move towards the creature. You are terrified of it.
And as long as it's
and-
within your line
Ooh.
of sight, you can't attacks are at disadvantage.
Does it? Can I cast sleep on something I can't see?
No,
That's
it
worth
has
a
to be
try.
within view.
It was the only thing I could think of. I take the call's feather token and I call the bird.
In a tunnel?
I'm gonna tell you that's you know what bad ideas are, and that is one of them.
Fine.
Because you're calling something the size of a rock, the giant bird, the rock, into that
Okay.
tunnel. You're basically going to be filling
Dwayne
it with
Bronson.
meat and feathers at that point.
Okay, that'll do it.
Yeah.
I guess I just sort of like, can I climb up the wall? Like, does it look like there's like, maybe like there's like a precipice and you can...
It's like 20 feet up in the crevices there. I mean, it goes up to an area, but okay, you want to climb up the wall?
Yeah, sure, I'll try it.
All right, climb up the wall. Make a acrobatics check.
Oh, thank God. 12.
Okay, you managed to shimmy up about 10 feet. All right. Anything else?
Nope, I can't think of anything to do.
Luciano. Your
I'm gonna
terrified
call
state.
out. Yeah, I'm gonna call out to Garlo. Garlo, do you want to move back? The monsters already went, right? They went first.
A monster has attacked. Oh, a series of monsters have attacked Garlo. Yes.
They are, I assume, not on top of Garlo. They are in front of Garlo.
How would we know?
They're.
I'm saying-
I mean, you hear what sounds like a lot of monsters, and you hear murmuring from Garlo.
Well, then what I'm gonna do is. Sure. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna count that. I'm going to cast 2 spells. What is it? Bonus first, then full spell? What is the rule?
As long as one's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip. That's right. That's right. You know what? I'm gonna cast 1 spell. I'm gonna get Garlo out of there, or at least 5 feet away, so he can decide whether or not to get out of there.
What's
or
the
to
spell?
attack.
What's the spell you're casting?
I'm casting Adjust Position. I'm moving him
Adjust
5
position.
feet backwards. It does not provoke an opportunity attack.
Do you have to see him to do that?
Nope. I can adjust the location of an ally to a better tactical position. 1 willing creature, 5 feet.
Okay.
And they move through... Yeah. So there's no physical blockage. Yep, cool. So I will cast that, and you can move 5 feet back if you would like, Garlo. Or 5 feet in whatever direction you want. I just want to set you up for whatever you want to do.
This thing, this thing is on me, around me. Am I grappled, or am I just like
You're not
wrapped
grappled,
around?
but it
Okay.
definitely has a hold of you for
Okay.
now.
Oh, yeah, I'll move back 5 feet so you can see that I've got a new cloak on. That's not as good as my old cloak.
Yeah, I'm sad. I'll then Bardic. I'll Bardic. Rafe, is it? I'll Bardic Rafe.
If anything, it's kind of behind you and is tearing at your neck.
Oh, actually, no, I won't Bardic because that was a bonus action. So I'm lying. I think that's it. I'm gonna do bonus action, adjust position, and I guess I will. What was the effect that happened that frightened us? What was the trigger? Was it like a sound or something?
It was the moans. Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it's worthwhile, but I'll start doing it just in case. I'm going to do counter charm as an action, start performance. So within my round, anybody within 30 feet of me has advantage on saving throws against frightened or charmed, just in case. Until my next turn, everybody has advantage.
Okay. So, are you moving, Garlo?
I moved 5 feet. That was
Okay. This
I
thing
already
moved
got
with
to.
you. For anybody who could see it, you see 3 creatures surrounding him. One on its back, clawing at the other 2, ready and in the same position, clawing as if they're ready to move in next. Okay, that is that one. Sergio Luciano. That needs to be removed. The next thing that happens is, as you're standing there, another one shoots out and snatches onto Turja on the wall.
Great.
Then you realize there's 3 of them. Turja, does a 22 hit you?
Yes.
Oh, did we get to re-roll for the frightened?
At the end of that creature's turn.
Oh, their turn. I didn't know if it was our
Their
turn.
Yeah, their turn. Let's see here.
There you go.
You take 14 points of piercing damage. It is now attached to you. It's going to get you again, this time as it's attached to you with advantage. It seems to be trying to bite at your head. Does a 13 hit you?
It does not.
Okay, well, while it's still attached, it's going to attempt to jab you with its barbed tail. Does a 22 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. You take 5 slashing damage. Your fears have come to life as something from the shadows has slithered out and apparently grappled a hold of you and is now attacking you while you're hanging onto the wall. There are 2 more right outside attempting to get at you as well from what your companions can see. Garlo, it's your move.
Muted.
Gonna go ahead and bonus action go into a rage, because this thing is biting me, and I don't care for that, none. And then I am going to... I can feel it on my neck.
You can feel it all around you, and it's latched a hold of you. And it's tearing at you something fierce.
Yeah, so I'm literally gonna, like, snatch behind my back and, like, grab hold of where its face is, and then my other hand, I'm going to summon my knife, and I'm going to reckless attack onto the back of my neck on this thing,
Okay.
which should give me advantage, and so in doing so, giving me sneak attack.
I will give you that. There's a catch that you're going to find out, though.
Uh,
23
to
hits.
hit. Perfect. Oh, reckless, so we'll go for
Reckless.
that.
He's going to go for it. Here he goes.
So 23.
23 still. Okay.
That's 16 plus 2, so 18 damage on the first one. Psychic damage.
Okay, and your sneak attack damage?
That's just what it gave me for some reason. That's weird. I think.
Oh, that is your sneak attack damage too, right?
Yeah, because it's all part of it.
So
it's
it's 6
1d6.
plus 2d6. Oh, okay. 2d6 plus 1d6?
Yeah, 1d6 for the weapon, 2d6,
2d6 for the sneak attack. Okay. Half of that goes to you.
Psychic damage?
All of it. All of it.
Half or all?
Half.
So then
All damage types, but half of damage, yes.
So then reduce.
So
By
it's
4?
16,
So 8,
8. Mhm.
and then reduce for the rage.
Reduced for the rage?
I'm raging. Bear
Yeah.
totem.
So it's like this. Yes, I'll give that to you. Half for the rage, yes. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah. So yeah, half damage to it, but half of that damage goes to you, but it gets quartered from the rage as you're just shredding yourself. But you realize when you're attacking this thing, it's thin.
Okay. Oh, like I stabbed myself?
Yes, that's what happened. It wasn't magic. You stabbed yourself with those things.
Oh, well, my blades only hit their target and then disappear.
right.
Words is written on the soul
Only
knife.
hit your targets. So they
They
cannot
only hit
you.
what they. I mean, that's up to you to decide on that one. That's because they're not real blades. But yeah, by all means. In that case, my second attack, I'm going to go for a grapple and rip
Okay.
it off of me.
All right.
So that will be an opposed athletics check against a raging barbarian with plus 12 to athletics.
Okay. Oh, you're probably gonna beat this.
Probably, because that's a 28 to start.
Yeah, 28 beats a 7. So you
28.
you rip it off, and the other 2 are coming in at you.
Okay. So I have this one in my hand, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Rafe, your move.
Let's see. I can see. I think I can see. Can I see the fight going on between Garlo and that first cloaker?
You
Or-
cannot. You're busy watching shadows attack Turja on the wall.
Yep, that's what I figured. I just wanted to make sure. In that case, I am going to.
Leathery, scary, moaning shadows.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to step in front of Luciano.
Thank you.
Yep. And I'm gonna Thunder Wave. So that is I think it's technically a cone, right? Hold on a second. It's actually casting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a cone. I can't hit the one up here, so it's just gonna hit this one. And unfortunately, it's also gonna hit Terja. We can take care of that. And it is a thunder attack against Constitution. It's Con 15 to save, where you take 12 thunder.
Go ahead and make Con 12 save, Turja.
That's 15.
Con 15? Sorry. Con 15.
Well, I didn't make either one, so.
Cloaker did, so it takes half.
Hold on.
damage.
Oh.
Wait, do I have the Bardic Gift of Luck or whatever it is?
You have a gift of luck.
Okay, and
You can
remind me
use
what that
it.
actually does?
The gift of luck, you have 3 uses. When you grant a creature a limited gift of luck, while the spell lasts, they can gain advantage on any of 3 rolls of their choice. But once they've been affected, the spell ends.
Quick pause
Like-
to metagame.
I can roll with advantage?
Because she failed and the cloaker didn't, she'll go flying, and the cloaker won't necessarily.
Either way.
They're gonna blast you free.
Yeah. So you can choose to go higher.
You could
Okay,
willingly fail it, and then you won't be snatched on by this thing anymore.
But yeah, options.
It takes half damage if it passes.
It takes half damage, yes, and it is
And
not
doesn't
from.
move.
Yeah.
All right. And Turja, what'd you get?
Well, rolling with advantage for the Bardic Gift of Luck, I managed to up it to 17, but I have evasion, I think it is? Yeah,
That does not count when the thing is attached to you.
worth a try, Reed.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm the one attacking, not the thing.
Yeah, but
so-
I'm
you're
basically...
attacking it, and it's
I
attached
can't
to it.
dodge when somebody's got hold of
Yeah,
you.
yeah. In order to hit it, you have to hit her. That's just the way it works with this creature. It's one of the dirty little things about these creatures. So, all right. So what was the total damage?
12.
12. Okay. So, you take 6 damage.
Boo.
And I'm, even though you can't really see it, I am in front of Luciano.
Okay.
And that's it for me. That's my turn.
You see it. You feel its piercing teeth in your shoulder, continuing to work on you. You see the other 2 flitting about, guys. They're hungry. Lester goes, "What's going on? I can't see a thing." Do you need to make a check for your dancing lights, Turja?
Yeah, actually, good point.
And at that point, Luciano, go ahead and make a save to see if you come off of the moaning, frightening feeling.
I keep my lights.
Okay, go ahead and make a save for DC 13 to see if you guys are continued to be frightened.
That's a wisdom, right? Okay. Well,
DC 13 wisdom, yeah.
Woo!
Natural
Now I
20s?
get a 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
20s to 20. Luciano?
Go.
14. You guys are no longer frightened.
Goodbye.
Oh, you guys removed that really quick. Okay. I
Yeah.
see how fast that was. Y'all are all about removing that. Okay. So from here, Sergio, you are still very much enveloped by this creature. Did this thunder wave actually move them, by the way?
No,
If they fail.
because they saved. Yeah.
Okay.
It only moves them on failure.
Okay. All right. The next one, the other three are attacking Garlo again. Garlo does a.
At advantage.
Oh yes, it is. So you've snatched this thing off, but does a 17 hit you?
Yep.
You take 12 points of piercing damage, halved because of your rage. Oh, wait. That's the wrong dice. It's not 12. It could be less. Hold on. Could be more.
Please.
It's 9 piercing. My mistake. Halved, rounded down. Then it's going to attempt to lash out with its tail. Does a 16 hit you?
That is
Oh,
my
with
AC.
advantage. With advantage.
Yep.
Let's make it count. 16 still. All right. You take 7 slashing damage, rounded down. And then it bites one more time at you. Come on, natural 20. Ah! 13. Does it hit?
Nope.
13 misses. So it snaps, and you can feel the hotness and raspiness of its breath, but it's supple. It's like thin, but extremely strong, wiry, sinewy. And there's 2 more attempting to bite at you. From this point on, you are now required to roll to see which one of the 3 you hit.
Okay.
And same for everybody else. All right. Turja.
I cast
You are
suggestion.
stuck on a wall, 10 feet up, being attacked by some very sinewy, shadowy looking leathery creatures.
I cast suggestion on the one trying to grapple
Does
me.
suggestion have a somatic component?
It does not.
Then you can attempt to do so.
Wisdom DC saving. Wisdom 15 saving.
Hold
throw.
on a second here. Does it have to understand you?
Good question. Yes, it does actually.
Yeah. Sorry.
God.
Doesn't work.
Well, in that case, I drop and I just let go of the wall and I drop.
10 foot?
Yeah, this is gonna be unpleasant.
Nah, not too bad. Not too bad.
It's just a D6.
That wasn't. Yeah, shoot. What happened here? What was that
10
at?
Can I
You
do
can
an
just-
acrobatics roll to see if I
acrobatics
like
roll to
land it
avoid
without
damage.
damage?
You still have this thing attached to you, so you can do so with disadvantage.
Drop
Well,
on it.
it's Better than nothing.
23, disadvantage.
Well,
She attempts to flip. This thing flutters a certain way, and you watch her just go and land with a painful thud to one of her shoulders for 6 full points of bludgeoning damage as she hits the ground hard. The other 2 immediately dive bomb after the third that's still attached and makes moves. Luciano, what are you doing?
I don't get like an action or something?
Your action was attempting to cast suggestion.
Oh.
How willing is Lester? How tall is this cave?
He's about an average human, a little taller than Turja.
No, sorry. How willing is he as a participant in something I want to do?
Well, it
And how
depends on what
tall is the cavern?
the caverns where you're at, the entry point's about 20 feet tall. It's just an open cavern, right? It kind of goes to a point toward the top, but in terms of willingness, it depends on what you're asking him to do.
You want to fight, Lester? You want to get in there, don't you? You want to make a name for yourself. I feel like.
I do.
Prove
I wanna
yourself to
see.
Turja.
I need to see. It's dark in there. I can't see a bloody thing.
Sorry, I'm checking his stat
Actually,
block.
my
Hold
dancing
on.
lights are still up. If I let's do a concentration roll to see if those are still up.
Yeah.
They are not.
Nice work.
Is it too tall? Might be. How do I see them on guard?
What are you trying to see?
Trying to see the beasts.
Oh, you should see them.
Creature companions would probably be the best place to look, and then type in type and beast.
How big is huge? Is that
That
40?
would be bad for this cavern. That would basically seal your escape and probably kill the person that's become huge.
You know what? Not the worst idea. Let me check one more, because it also might be fun. Ooh. Okay, I have a back pocket. All right, fun. All right, I will... Turja's in the middle of this thing, right? And we have to roll to hit whatever it is.
Yep, the three things, yes.
So instead, I will cast... my wand. Boop. Like to cast slow here.
You pick what
on-
becomes slowed, right? Or is it everything inside the...
Up to 6 creatures of my choice, so I would like to choose all of them.
Okay.
They all
So
have
you-
to roll... I think it's wisdom?
What's the DC?
Wisdom 16.
One rolls a 16. Another rolls a 3. The one on Garlo is slowed.
Oh, I thought there was 6 of them. I thought there was a bunch of them. Okay.
The one
Uh,
on Garlo is slowed.
What did the other ones roll? Are there other ones that we can see? I thought you said they were flying around us.
They are. You got them.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
You got the ones that got.
Sweet. And then I will Bardic Garlo.
You have to see Garlo.
I don't... Check. No, they just have to hear me within 60 feet.
Okay. Garlo can definitely hear you. Please hang along the cavern.
Garlo, what the hell are you doing up there? And that's my Bardic.
Okay.
He feels my encouragement.
The light has gone out. The ones on Turja are now attacking wildly.
Hmm.
Hold on one second.
Don't forget the ones that are slowed can either use an
19,
action
does that
or a
hit
bonus.
you?
Yes.
9 piercing damage. It bites again.
Is it? This isn't one that's affected, right?
This is one that is not
succeeded?
affected.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
All right. The next thing you feel is its tail whipping out at you. It's got you bit down so it can get a good angle, but it still misses with an 11. You're rolling on the ground with it. The other two are attempting to nip at you as well in the same way. None of them seem to be hitting. You see them almost working in unison, like they know exactly what each other is doing as each strike comes in. Garlo, what are you going to do to that thing?
Well, I have it in one hand, and I have another free hand, so I'm just gonna stab the shit out of it, recklessly.
Okay.
And my blades do not. They only deal damage to the target or they disappear. And they only deal psychic damage. Words is written, It deals psychic damage equal to 1d6 plus the ability modifier you use for the attack roll. The blade vanishes immediately after it hits or misses the target.
So what we'll say is the first time you did it, you realized you were hurting yourself, and now you know to dissipate the blades if it ever wraps itself onto you like that. That's the lore we're just going to go with. And it won't hurt you ever again.
Okay. And I will do reckless attack with the dagger, or with my psychic blade.
Okay.
And 12.
It misses.
It has lower AC now.
What's its AC?
-2.
Slow.
Slow? It hits.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you for reminding me.
18 psychic damage.
Every bit of it hurts. You see it twitch. And you see the other two almost twitch in unison. However, you see one of them disappear, and it continues to move.
Okay. Second attack.
Mm-hmm.
25, but we'll crit fish. We'll take the 25.
25, so hold on a second here. I'm rolling something. Okay, you hit the main one.
Okay. That's 12 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then I'm not held down or anything. So with my bonus action, I can't really do too much, but I think I'm just gonna rush this thing and basically like brace it against the wall so I'm closer to everybody else and they can see. Oh, plus I have the lantern on me, so now it's just kind of lit up a little bit here.
How are you lighting the lantern while you're also fighting this thing?
I mean, it would probably just be attached to me, right?
Yeah, but how are
It's
you
already
lighting
lit.
it?
It was already lit.
He had
Yeah,
pulled
he lit
out
it
to
earlier.
light it when the attack hit.
No, it's lit when it's summoned.
Oh, my mistake. Okay. It is now. You see it shriek in pain as the light hits it. My mistake.
Okay.
All right. I apologize for that. I was unaware that it was lit.
That's my turn.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Let me see here. Actually, one second here. Does that count as bright light or dim light?
Bright light for 60 feet and dim light for an additional 60.
You see the other cloaker that's fighting with it just merge into it. The original one that you're fighting. The minute the lantern light hits it.
Okay.
All right, Garlo. Rafe, what are you doing?
Let's see. What options are before me?
Three things are attacking
Now-
Turger right now in front of you.
Now that I can actually kind of see Garlo, I'm going to do the most important thing I can do. I'm hasting Garlo.
You're hasting Garlo.
Yep.
Okay.
Garlo, you have haste.
Okay.
And I'm going to remain between Luciano and the cloaker so that Luciano does not run away screaming. And I believe that's going to be my turn. Yep.
All right. All right. So you are accepting this haste, I'm assuming, Garlo? You're not resisting it? Okay. All right. Lester holds up behind Luciano. Where is something for me to club? He's got his club out ready to go. What's going on up there?
I'm gonna point it towards Sturgia. I want to see if he hits Sturgia.
Thanks.
Go
Thanks
hit
a
it!
lot.
Hit it! It's over there!
It's over there. He runs forward. Oh dear God, what is that thing? And he starts swinging. Let's see how Lester does. With his club, he starts to swing. Does an 18 hit? Yes, it does. 5 points of damage split. So that's 2 points for Turja and 3 points for the cloaker.
Thanks.
Get off her! Let's see if Lester gets more than one. Not for this round. He only gets one attack. So, yeah, make it good. And with that, it is now the cloaker attacking Garlo. You see the leathery thing as it tightens and twitches, and it, even though you're extremely strong, it's still yanking you a little bit here and there. But then you see its maw open and its razor sharp teeth dripping with some of your blood and gore on it. Almost as if it was like a leech surrounding biting. You can just tell it latches on to whatever it gets. Its mouth opening wide as if it was going to try to bite your entire head right off. It attacks. Disadvantage now. And with a 7, it misses. It attempts one more time to bite at you.
That one's the slowed one, though, right?
Yes, it does. Sorry about that. So it only gets 1 attack, even though it normally gets 3. My mistake. That's all it can do. It twitches. It's attempting to get over. And not only is it slowed, you are hasted. Turja, you are rolling around with this thing on top of you and 2 more attempting to bite you. You just felt something conk you on the side, painfully.
Oh, what are you doing?
And it's biting at you like crazy.
Can I use half my movement to get up?
You can?
Okay, I do that, and can I pull a dagger out? Like, is there anything physically restraining me from doing so?
I mean, you can do that.
Okay, well then I pull my dagger out and I start stabbing.
Okay, so you're just stabbing all over the place at this thing?
Whichever one's closest to me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
25 to hit, and I get sneak attack because I've got Lester right there. 19 piercing damage.
19 piercing, stand by. Let's see which one you attacked. You attacked the one that's on you. That's not always good. You did 19 piercing total with sneak attack damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Half of it hits the creature, the other half hits you.
Why?
Because it's on you. It's attached to you. Anything that attacks it while it's attached to you.
But I wouldn't be stabbing at myself. Like, it's one thing for Lester to hit me because I'm underneath this thing. It's another for me to hit myself with my own dagger.
It's monster mechanic.
Yeah, it's a flowing creature that confuses you as much as the next.
Sure, alright.
Hey, the good news is it took 10 and you only took 9.
Yeah, thanks, Reed. I feel better already.
You know, I do my best to make you feel better where I can.
I use my bonus action to disengage, and...
It's attached to you. You cannot disengage from it.
Can I roll to try?
You can not unless you have 2 attacks.
Alright, I guess I don't this turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Luciano.
Am I able to move through Rafe's space?
You can.
I would like to.
You're watching this naively start pounding with his club.
I'm going. This might be a waste of it. We'll see. I'm going to Dimension Door me and Turja away.
Ooh, I like what you're thinking here. Dimension Door. Do you have
unwilling
to see,
creature,
you don't have
which
to see
means
the space, right?
No, I mean I can, but I don't have to. 500 feet.
Okay.
But I only take 1 creature, so I
That's
take
correct.
Turja.
Okay. So you
And I
reach
will
over and you
back us
touch
up.
Turja.
Yep. And we're gonna back up 30 feet.
Okay, so you and Turja.
Come with me! And I open up, you see a door open, and I just kind of like throw you through it. And the creature hits the door and just kind of like falls.
Okay.
Sorry,
Confused,
Brave!
confused, this thing rears up and begins eyeing both naively, Lester
I feel bad
naively,
about-
or
Also toss him a
Rafe.
bardic.
Who are you tossing a bardic?
Rafe. I feel
Okay.
bad.
Okay. And now it's the creature's turn, and it immediately snatches onto Rafe. Let's
Hey.
see here. Rafe does a 24 hit you?
Yes. A 24 is enough to defeat my.
Mage armor?
Yeah, I have mage armor, so it's just
Dude.
rolls.
You take 11 piercing damage. It swirls around you as the other two begin to move around as well. Does a hold on, this advantage is
I
It
can't
has
heal you,
latched
Turgid,
itself
just
onto
FYI.
you.
That's all I got.
a 25 hits you again.
Yep.
For 8 piercing damage, and then as it twists around you and begins to get more of an angle onto you as it bites deeper and deeper into you, does a 22 hit.
Yes.
Its tail starts lashing at your legs for 5 slashing damage. The other two seem to be joyously swirling as they swirl in and out of the area, almost like floating cloaks. Garlo, what are you doing to that thing? As the other one is, it's hurt. You can tell it's hurt. It's trying its darndest to get away and get at you.
Yeah,
You have a death
I'll
grip
use
on it.
my bonus action. I see that the light affected the other two, and so Garlo is just gonna like shift his weight around so the light shines on the one that's at left or eating
Rafe?
Rafe right now.
Okay. So you turn yourself that way.
Yeah,
so it
because I
turns-
have hold of this thing, so I just turn so everyone's in the light now. I'm
Mhm.
shining the light down this way.
Okay. Everyone can see, including Lester, who's now like, oh, there it is! And then they just scoop into the one that's attacking Rafe now. And he's like, God dang it! And he's trying to figure out where to swat next. What else you got,
Yep.
Garlo?
And then I'm going to use one attack to try to kill this thing first, and then we'll see if we can help Rafe. So first attack, Reckless again. I'm loving it. 19 on the first. Secondary is an actual 19, so 27.
27 hits?
Joke. 12 psychic damage.
It certainly has rippled its flowing body.
Okay.
As
So
it
then
gets hit by that psychic shock.
second attack, not dead yet.
Oh no, it's still very much alive and thrashing at you.
Ooh, not a great on a nat 1, but thank God we have advantage. That'll do. Crit.
Hey!
So we'll go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage. And
With that
roll that crit. So that'll be 29 psychic damage on that one.
You tear a huge rent into it, and you hear the moan shockwave through the cavern once more. However, it is still in the fight. It is still trying to bite at you.
Just keep the bastards well lit! Garlo yells, still holding on to this thing. And can't really do much with a bonus action yet, so I'm good.
Okay. Maintaining his death grip, it is now Rafe's turn as he has a death grip biting into his chest even as we speak.
Okay. I'm going to reach over and grab Lester. I'm going to say, Lester, cover your ears. And then I am going to thunderstep away. I am going to thunderstep. I think I'm going to thunderstep all the way here. And Lester's coming with me. And behind me, I am leaving a cacophonous, thundering boom.
In a cave.
In a cave.
Are you thunderstepping?
I am thunderstepping. So that is a Constitution 16 save versus thunder damage, but only for the cloakers because everything else is too far away. Sucks to suck.
Okay. Ooh. And is this actually like a teleport function as well?
Yeah. I'm teleporting away with Lester at the same time.
And it takes all the damage. So
Yep.
18 points of thunder damage. Okay.
Garlo has heard this before, by the way, because Rape just yells, "Thunderstep!" and then he's gone. Loud ass.
What?
It's clear.
Uh,
You say some. God. Bob.
the creature immediately shifts position and begins to fly into the caverns.
Op attack.
Yeah, you can try to take one. Go for it.
Let's go reckless.
By the way, it takes half damage if it makes the save, but it's still,
15,
23.
23 hits.
17 psychic.
Do you get sneak attack damage on this one?
Oh, up to you. That was just how it was listed. But you can take away the one.
I'll
and
give you the
4,
6. I'll give you the
Okay.
6.
So that
that
would
fair?
be 12 psychic damage.
Okay. It does 2d6 damage with those knives?
A 1d6 and plus my rage bonus on top. So 6
okay.
plus 4 plus 2.
Okay. Let me do that on this one then. 6 plus 4 plus 2, that's
12.
12. Wow. Dude, you're lethal, man. When you hit, it's no joke, isn't it?
I don't know why people are surprised.
Yeah.
Garlo is min-maxed.
It is.
Tiny but fierce.
It is moving fast. Lester's like, Turgid's still in. Oh, wait. Oh. Carlo's still in there. And he starts running. And then falls immediately because he can't see very well.
This guy.
All
Well,
right.
there'd still be bright light from the lantern, wouldn't there?
It just turned because someone decided to do an op attack. But that one is now attacking Garlo once more with everything it has. Here we go, Garlo,
With its one attack.
with its one attack, which got a natural 20,
Oh.
which means it's now bitten your head.
Okay.
You are blinded and unable to breathe. And you take 13 piercing damage.
Okay.
You feel the teeth clamp down around your neck, just sinking in, and it's starting to gyrate and undulate. It's like... All right. Perja, your move.
Well,
You see a lantern, you see somebody's arm up over their head, and you see this thing all over them, surrounding them now. Moving slowly, with a little body that's moving extremely fast underneath it.
I dash forward. Yeah, so for my action, I dash forward 40 feet. I grab the lantern.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I disengage and move back another 20 feet. And I shine the lantern brightly on the one cloaker that's going on Garlo's head. And I sort of duck down a little bit to give the others a clear field of view. And I shout, Hit him with everything you've got.
All right. Luciano.
This is gonna be. Give me a Wisdom 16 save on the one that's got Garlo.
For what purpose?
Polymorph.
You're casting polymorph.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it's almost dead.
Wisdom 16.
Yeah.
It rolled a 6.
Let's say it becomes thing that you want to step on.
Plug.
Yeah, well, I'm just choosing on the beast here that I see. I'll choose frog.
It goes, and there's this little frog biting at the top of Garlo's head.
Just kind of massaging your head.
It's kind of disgusting. All right. The other one flies off through this cavern here. Garlo, what are you doing to the frog?
Garlo shakes his head that he can see again, and he looks for the one that got away. He's like, "Get back here, you bastard!"
Yeah.
And Garlo just starts. Do I see it at all? I have 60 foot of dark vision.
And
It
it's
has-
actually brightly lit.
Split off past your 60-foot range.
Or I should say your immediate vicinity is brightly lit. So I was shining the lantern of those things.
It fled the light.
Oh wait. So I'm here, and I have because I don't know if you remember, but I have haste. So I'm just gonna snatch my lantern back from Turja, 20 feet, and then I will bonus action dash because my regular movement speed now with my boots is 40.
Hell
Are you
yeah.
I have
wearing
an
the
additional
frog?
I mean, if the frog falls off, that's fine. I'm not holding on to it. but
It's holding
I
on
have-
to you.
That's fine. So I'm going another 20 feet back for my regular action, and then another 40 feet bonus action. Any sign of it?
No, hold on one second. Let me tell you what you do see here. Another gate. And this one looks out over. Hold on a second here. An open area. Further than you can see. If that helps you. And you see what looks like an obvious stairway built in as well, in the same manner.
Does this look like a opening that just like out into an expanse, or what does it
It's
look like?
to a larger cavern.
A larger cavern?
Not
I'm gonna use my
forested.
I'm gonna
Not
use my
forested.
action and grab the frog, and I'm just gonna fucking huck it.
You hook it.
I literally have an 18 strength. I literally just throw it out
Make
into
that
that space.
Make an attack, melee attack.
16.
16 hits. Roll for damage. What happens if this thing dies in the polymorph form?
I'm
goes
not.
back.
I'm not throwing it against a wall. I'm throwing it out.
I'm
Into
aware.
the white nowhere.
I have to figure some things out when this. So when this thing dies, what happens to it?
It goes back. Once it hits 0, it's knocked. Any excess damage carries over to its normal form.
Okay.
So
So it
the
gets
frog
its hit points
is-
back.
Yeah, let me double
What it
check
had
Just roll
frog.
for
before.
damage.
transform.
Just roll for damage. Yeah.
What damage though?
It has
Basically,
hit
like,
point.
yeah. Roll 2d6
Okay.
because you're hooking something kind of tiny, and you're kind of raging.
10.
Okay. You hook it, and it hits the ground out here, and you just watch something go, boom, and then it goes off into the cavern.
And I'll yell back to the others. There's an opening up here. Rock's gone.
Oh. Oh, thank you. Okay. We're all okay, right? Everybody's okay. Herja, you should take a drink. Still have the healing potions?
Might be better to save those for when we aren't relatively fresh. I was thinking a spell would be better.
I look around. Who's got a spell?
What about you?
No, I don't do that. I drink my health potions like a normal person. Healing? No, I don't do that. I don't have any healing spells.
Do we need a short rest? Serge, if you want to take a beat, I'll take a look down these caverns here. See if there's anything else we might have missed.
Let's take that short rest, gather up. I will cast.
You hear more
healing.
moaning from deeper in the cavern. This time,
I take the time to
Here.
light a lantern, by the way, and I give Garlo his lantern back. Or I give somebody
may I
else.
finish?
Yeah, sorry.
You hear now 3 sets of moans singing to each other deeper in the cavern. Now, you'd light your lantern and you do what?
I give Lester the other lantern.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Just keeping on things.
Right, make myself
Good on you,
useful.
Lester.
Things lit. Yes.
You beat the hell out of that monster and Turja.
Well, the last part I wasn't terribly thrilled about. Let's keep that between ourselves.
Oh, Turja, did you not feel it when he hit you with his club?
Notice, Lester?
Where are you guys all standing right now?
About where I'm at.
That move.
Where we're at.
Garlo, looking now with your vision, you can see deeper into these caverns right here. And in there you see what looks like the remains of 2 bodies.
Uh-oh.
Got some corpses up here. Anyone wants
They're
to
not
take
wearing
a look?
cloaks, are they?
They wearing cloaks?
One of them is.
One cloak, I guess. It doesn't look like... Can I look up on the ceiling? Does it look like anything's moving or anything? So just like, if we were to take a short rest, this seems like a safe enough space in that it doesn't have like a back door.
I mean, you take a look in, you shine the lantern around, it seems to be a cavern.
Wait.
Seems fine if anyone wants to take a look at those corpses in there. Garlo's gonna come down here and look. Yeah, Garlo speed runs this whole thing because his haste works for another 20 seconds.
So you'll take a look in this one, and you see one body in this one. It appears to have been a dwarf of some sort.
We got another one over here.
What a pleasant excursion this has turned out to be so far.
I'm gonna go because I feel safer with Garlo. I'm like running up.
There's rusted plate mail on the dwarf. There is a battle axe. But worst case is what you also see is there are 2 arrows sunk right into him as well. The arrows make appears to be elven. But they were certainly into him. Now one of them appears to have been broken off. You can find the other piece eventually. Without the fletching, it kind of rotted away. But he's been here for a little bit, but not too long. The other room has 2 bodies. One is elven. The other is gnomish. gnome is apparently wearing a set of goggles of some sort. And the elf is just a crumpled mass. Whatever happened severed its head from its body at some point, and it fell here. Numerous wounds to its legs, from what you can see.
I checked the goggles.
How are you checking them?
Well, I'm gonna pull them off, and I'm gonna try looking through them. Not actually put them on, just look through them.
Okay, well,
If you and Rafe want to go handle those two up there, Lucy and I will take a look at this one. Lucy, you got that new hat on. Take a look at this.
Yeah. Come in, buddy. What am I looking at?
well, hold on. Who am I dealing with first? So Garlo, are you and Lucy looking at the dwarf?
We're in the south and the dwarf. They're going to take the two in the north.
Okay. That's what you see, really. I mean, you search the body left and right. There's a small coin purse. It's got about 5 gold in it. In assorted
Here you go,
coins.
Garlo.
The pack, the rations are long since rotten, and everything else that goes with it. It looks like he was attacked by cloakers, and his friends killed him on accident. And then
Oops.
when they went to the other room, they were attacked further by other cloakers. And you can see what happened as the elf was felled probably by his gnomish friend, and then the gnome was eventually taken out as well.
I relay that to him. Damn, this is a gruesome sight. Apparently they didn't realize they were hitting their buddy. Fools.
Yeah. It's kind of tricky little critters they were. Although when you start pulling them off, then they're just kind of in your hand. So, you know,
Yeah.
live and learn, I guess.
You think if you killed one, could you just wear it, or is that kind of like gross? Would it be like a pelt at that point? And I
Or
just
a
continue
pelt.
having this conversation.
Garlo, looking at the body of the one you killed, had you not slashed through it the way you did, you probably could have done something with this.
Well, my psychic blades don't leave marks. They don't cut. They just deal psychic damage.
You have a perfectly sound cloaker body that can be used to create a magical cloak down the line. The type of cloak you don't know. You will have to find a wizard with some skill sets in that area, but you're fairly confident that it can be
wizards.
used for that purpose.
Very cool.
Rafe, can I have your bag for a minute? As I'm just hauling
I'm
it
very
up.
confused. I mean, I can see Garlo, just I can't figure out what he's up to. And I slowly remove my bag and hand it over to him.
I didn't realize at any point that we'd actually killed one of these things.
Shove it in there.
So I am trying to look through these goggles. What do I see?
Nothing.
Like it's completely black?
Well, I mean, you're looking at the goggles. They are completely black. They, they size the minute your hand touches them to fit your face perfectly.
Well, that's magic if ever I've seen it. Okay, I put them all the way on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I turn off the lantern, or I shutter the lantern so I can't, so it's not giving out any light.
You have dark vision. 60 feet.
One of us.
Your goggles
One
dark
of
vision.
us.
And then you hear, is that egg eating your face, Turja?
No.
Oh, there's still one amongst us. That's right.
We got one normie with us.
That's good to know. Is it letting you see things? Dark in here again. You turned off the lights.
I just say sorry about that, and I turn the lights on, and I pocket the goggles.
The minute you turn the lights on, your goggles go black again.
Looks like they're just a magical curiosity.
Okay.
I searched the rest of I searched the bodies as well.
You
Just
find a
check.
grand total of 3 gold in assorted coin. 3 good arrows, should you wish it. A
Are they
dagger.
crossbow bolts?
No, they're arrows.
Okay.
A broken longbow. You find a dagger, a short sword, the short sword's of elven make. The dagger is of gnomish make, actually, and has a sounding thing on the tip back of it, so you can ding, 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 and get sounding to determine the thickness or the hardness of something. The only other thing there is what looks to be a sling on the gnome.
Oh, I hand the short sword and the dagger over to Lester, and I say, little better than a club, eh?
You hand the short sword and the dagger?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I shall wear them with pride. An elven sword. Never did I expect I would get an elven sword. Look at me, Lester Knavely, adventurer
just don't hit me
extraordinaire.
with it.
I'll do my best, my lady.
Thanks.
You are welcome.
Is a sling a strength-based weapon?
I believe it's a dexterity-based weapon.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Quite useful in the right hands.
Yeah, should we keep moving along, or does anyone need to... Terza, you're still looking pretty bit up.
Rafe, if you could cast a healing spell, I'd be grateful.
Yes, let's go ahead and take 10. And I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing. When I can find it on my sheet. Hang on a second.
Okay. Prayer of healing. Oh.
9 hit point recovery. Right.
I'll take it.
What do you say for that prayer of healing to Seychelles?
Oh, it's a generalized prayer. It's not fun.
Daddy, help.
You guys feel the cool,
Please, Papa.
refreshing feeling of sea breeze and salt air fresh in your bodies, and healing occurs.
Although, I suppose it might sound like Under the Sea.
Dun, 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 dun.
Just like a
Dun, dun, dun.
plain chant version. The sea
Exactly.
is always greener.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, press
I'm
on
imagining
then.
the handbell version.
Oh yeah.
All right. From here, what are you guys doing?
We got stairs up above us here. They look like they
Stairs above,
go
stairs
down.
below.
Can we go to the edge here and just kind of take in the vistas, I guess? What
Oh,
we're
yeah.
looking at?
Well, besides hearing moaning coming from everywhere in here, hold on one second here. As you shine the lantern around, you see that this cavern wall, all the cavern walls, are covered with crystals. And when I say crystal, it looks like, first of all, it's a 60-foot high cavern, so it suddenly goes way up. It's huge in its space. Naturally formed crystal is like a drapery everywhere. They almost look like frozen waterfalls in terms of how bright and white and clear they are. In the middle of the very top, there's a 30-foot long, 10-foot wide, deeper than you can see with the lantern, fissure across the middle of a ceiling. Almost like an open wound, if you will. Again, there's an iron gate built into the gate that you're standing over. And that's what you can see so far. This is not a forested cavern area.
I'm not exactly sure if this is where we're supposed to be heading or not. Let's look to the others and if they join me out on the veranda here. I mean, we're looking for a druid and looking for a dragon, but I don't think this is exactly where they're supposed to be at.
fissures in the ceiling, right? Not the ground.
That's correct.
I shrug and I say, well, I mean, I don't know where else to go. We might as well go this way.
Well, I mean, the way back with the spider webs. At least that place was still in the forest area.
I don't think the dragon's in the forest.
There, I mean,
Dragon
we
is
have,
definitely in the forest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is there like any obvious exit to this cavern that we're looking at? The one with the crystals?
You see the cavern continues on to the north, and the cavern continues on to the south, northeast, and southwest. That's what you see.
We were told that they're hiding out in the Willowwood. At least we know the face layer. They live in the Willowwood. We know that sort of thing. So, I mean, I don't know. This place seems pretty neat. Don't get me wrong. Gnomish. Very tempted to. Is there anywhere around here that like those crystals would be like close enough to break a chunk off?
You'd have to enter the cavern itself to do that.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Kind of neat, but I feel like we're probably needing maybe another day. This doesn't exactly seem like the pressing issue.
All right.
I mean, there's still forest to the south of us. I mean, we just came up to here. We can still keep venturing south. These were just the first two places we came to.
That's true. That's fine.
I presume, let's go ahead and just head out of this stupid cave.
Yeah.
That's right, cave. I said you're stupid. And I'm not scared about it. And I just walk away.
And you're ugly. Yeah.
And you're ugly. Crystals aren't even that nice. I've seen better geodes.
All right. You guys head out pretty easily, and let me get you guys closer together here.
Because the spider fortress, that little brown dot, I remember that's the rope we set up when Garlo leaped up there. Pretty nice. But so we have a way up on that one if we want to keep going there. So I'll put it to the rest of you. If you want to, I mean, we can look south, see how far we can get. Because this is still out here. This is still the wooded area that we're in right now.
Yeah, let's keep going. South, south, south.
Okay. So as you come back in and you start walking to the south further, you get through the deeper woods. You only get a little ways, and you see what looks like a large humanoid body down on the ground, and a whole bunch of signs on pickets. The only way to explain this is the body seems to be completely covered, pierced, and shredded by thorny vines. Absolutely just wrapped around it. The longest, orange spines piercing its body throughout, twisted, and then laid down, and it continued to hold it down into place until it has been dead for, by the smell, about a few weeks. But all these wooden signs that you see that are just fallen on the ground next to it, apparently, say in Common, Draconic, and Elvish, "Behold, Willow's Wood. Harm not, yes, lest ye be harmed."
It's exactly the place we're supposed to be. Willowwood is where we're at. Perfect.
Nice.
So, I'm guessing we're not supposed to cut or harm any of the trees.
Oh, definitely not. No.
I don't make a habit of harming trees.
Well, normally I'd like to make fires at night if it's safe, but I guess under the circumstances.
I mean,
Two deer flit by.
did it say that we can't kill deer?
For hunting.
Mosquitoes are getting fierce.
Okay, let's not kill too much, lest we be harmed. But that might be trees. But Just let it be. The prickle bush that's eating this guy. Does it look like there's a way to get around it, or is it just like that?
Oh,
patch
it's
got
just
him?
it's just open ground that you're on.
Okay.
Right.
Perfect.
And when I say that, it's like it's open area in the woods, and he just happens to be now wrapped firmly to the ground from it. If any of that makes any sense.
No, yeah,
Hoping it does.
it's not like a huge hazard, like a man-eating
No.
vines growing through here.
No,
He
no,
just
no,
got
no.
got.
Dad.
He was apparently stealing signs. Uh,
Did put up those signs. I found that disturbing.
The cloaks.
Well,
I don't
we do
think
know
they
there's a
speak
druid here
common.
we're looking for.
In fact, I know they don't because my suggestion spell didn't work.
Well, maybe they just didn't speak your language.
Yes,
Or they
that's
didn't
my
speak it
point.
now.
They could have
You
put a
do-
sign in common.
Well, no, you do have a thick Water Davian accent. It's pretty noticeable.
Hard to hear, yeah.
If you're not accustomed to it, it can it's a little tricky. It's fine. But we also know that there's a druid around here, probably not wanting people to fuck about with their house.
Yeah. True. Into the forest we go.
Yeah. Keep
Okay.
going. We're just gonna, because it's still daylight out here, artificial daylight.
it is, but it's becoming fall.
Hmm?
That's the thing that you noticed last time. Is this, the tree colors have changed almost like overnight, right? As you stalk forward a little further, one of the first things you can see kind of through the trees is more of that marble. Getting a little further, there we go. You see more of the buildings, but you also see the marble towers and walkways, but you see breaks in some of them through the woods.
Ooh.
So it can be quite challenging, if you will, to get by. That's as far as you can really see in the woods, however. There. If that helps.
Onward.
Left or right? Which way you
Hear the
like to-
roar of a lion in the distance.
Let's hope that harming the lion doesn't count as harming the woods.
Oh, let's try. Yeah, we'll try not to hurt it, I guess. Maybe we can just scare it off. You just have to make yourself look big. Garlo definitely has animal handling in nature. Yes, a
I
plus
grow
0
one
both.
foot.
All right. As you guys carry forward, you notice that some of those archway gated areas are definitely broken and crumbled. Something has done damage here. All of the details you don't completely know. You just know that it does. Let's see here. More guardhouses, more forests, more everything. I'm trying not to get past too much of that. Okay. You start to hear more birds as you get further in. They are loud. They are quite a cacophony. And then as you approach, you see them take off to the skies and then go back down to another area. You hear a loud grunt from echoing off the cavern somewhere. And you hear some you have that moment where it's
That glass of water that Garlo's holding
Yeah.
ripples.
and then you just hear a and then birds fly again, different direction in the distance. The
What do you
tree
think?
are triple canopy still.
Garlo will go ahead and spend a psionic die to establish the group chat. And you will go ahead and roll the d6. How many hours we get? We get 6 hours. Cool.
Nice.
What's up, chat?
How many of these
chat.
people do you link up?
I link up. Do I link up Lester? I guess I'll on a trial. He's on his window shows basic and not advanced chat features. He can basically just send and receive. He can't do any gifts or anything like that. But yeah, he's in the chat too. So all of us are linked up.
He's like just looking around. He doesn't quite understand what's going on yet.
It's fine. You'll catch up to it.
Yeah, he says it out loud. Yeah, of course. I'll catch it. What am I catching up to?
That's right. Okay. Do we want to press forward?
How are you talking to me without your lips
roaring?
moving?
I'm gonna let you work on it.
Yeah.
But work on it internally. All right.
Holy
Let this
shit!
turn, buddy.
This is so cool.
There you go. Look at you go.
Have
Look
you
at
guys
you go,
always
baby
been able
bird.
to do this?
No, not at all. I'll roll it.
Wait, what's happening? Oh no!
Deception. -1 to deception. Let's go, Garlo.
Okay, let's see how he does. Let's see how he does here. Deception. What do I got to roll against? Wisdom.
Well, it'd be probably an insight check, but I rolled a 5.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. When did you learn to do this? You just now to figure this out. It's so cool. We should have done this a long time ago.
I mean, all the gold in the world, probably. But let's
Totally
see.
believes you. He rolled a 2.
Wonderful. Do we need to head towards the Roaring, or should we head away from the Roaring? I mean, we're looking for a dragon, and we're looking for a druid.
Yeah.
Biggest
I
thing
suspect
around.
We'll have to head toward the roaring.
Roaring, better or worse than moaning? Thoughts?
Different circumstances, different standings, personally.
I'm for the roaring if that's what we have to do.
But we know what's behind the moaning door, and it wasn't fun. So, should we head further in, or do you want to check out the broken parts of the castle here?
A whole bunch of crows starts cawing from the trees above. One of them flitters down and brings you what appears to be a long, green, but very tiny scale, and sits right on Luciano's shoulder.
Guys,
Drops it right into your hand and just stays on your shoulder.
It's on me, guys. Guys, I think it's got me. I feel it. It's claws.
It's just a bird, Lucy.
Those were just cloaks. We don't know what's down here.
Lucy,
Oh.
Lucy, you're missing the opportunity. I always knew you were royalty. This proves it. Animal friends.
Wait a minute. This is my Disney princess moment. I see if it like responds.
It just looks at you and he goes,
Got it. It's mine.
Come
It's me.
on, Luciano. You didn't think I was not going to follow you all the way down here?
I'm like,
Is that the devil you made to deal with?
and only you hear this, by the way.
yeah, get the. All of a sudden, my demeanor is just so much different.
He's like,
Come on, buddy. You and me.
What about it? What do you want?
Hey, I did some
Trying to find
scouting.
his dragon.
I did some scouting last night. The dragon is way to the south. Near some troubled areas. There's a whole, like, what used to be a village or city or castle down there. He's not in the castle, he's before that. Strangely,
That's-
there's also some really big effing bats. There's also some goblins. And, the druid I haven't seen, but I have seen the glass with the arrow.
Glass arrow. Is this the face layer?
It's gotta be. It's this beautiful glass encased arrow. Just sitting there.
Where did you find that?
That was further to the west. Just on the other side of that wall, but I have a feeling the druid's around there. Never seen her yet, though. And all you guys hear is...
I was gonna say, I'm gonna pretend that I am a Disney princess, living my best life. The birds are telling me there's an glass. There's an arrow encased in glass to the west, and down south there's a dragon right before a giant town castle. But there are goblins and possibly bat-like creatures. I'm not sure which way we want to go in first or what we want to do. That's what my little friend told me.
I swear, you guys do the coolest things.
I didn't know you could cast Speak with Animals, Luciana.
That's amazing.
Also, where did you get that dress? It's so flattering.
Yeah, I immediately shifted. Yeah.
I imagine it was just like
this
full.
thing. I just start swishing. This thing.
Okay. As you sashay around with a crow on your shoulder.
Oh, south or southwest, or what are we wanting to hit first? One sounds like there's a lot of obstacles. I don't know, both maybe.
Can I be honest? My 2 cents would be that perhaps... has anyone ever heard of this druid before? Because if they're helpful at all, maybe they might have some insights into this dragon.
True, especially if they've been down here.
I don't think anyone who lives down here would be terribly helpful. I realize I'm being prejudiced, but I think it's a reasonable guess under the circumstances.
I mean, I kind of disagree. I think here is pretty great. Last night was wonderful. This place is nice. The cave sucked. The river
cave
sucked.
sucked.
But, I mean, if I were to stay here, I could. I might go home here.
Not out of the trees.
Not out of these trees, probably. Well, that's my 2 cents. I think perhaps if there is someone, perhaps we could reason with them. I mean, we're trying to kill the dragon after we get it to sign an agreement of some kind, but we might be able to...
This thing is friends with the dragon.
Possibly, but in that case, I'd rather take out its ally before I fight it, and its ally can come and help.
True.
I'm also curious. Who leaves an arrow encased in glass, if not meant for some purpose, like dragon slaying? Question mark.
I don't know. Did he tell me if it was an arrow, like it was a legitimate like bow arrow?
Just like a sign spinner arrow, just
Yeah.
encased in glass.
It's just a wacky waving inflatable arms band. in
That's
glass.
my
Roll a perception check, everyone.
— 27.
27.
Oh, everybody?
Everybody.
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 Okay, every one of you notice a bear has stumbled in I don't know that I'd call it a big black bear, but a little black bear in the shadows. It's kind of like,
Don't worry, I got this, guys.
Oh wait, I actually I'll let Lucy do his thing
No,
first.
no.
Oh,
Hi, guys. Hey there. What's going on there, big guy? You see any arrows around here? He says he didn't see anything.
That's good. I'm gonna take out some ration pack, some of the scraps that I have, and I'm gonna put it out and see if I can bring the bear to me.
I don't suppose we have any honey.
No, I ate it all.
Smells
and honey.
What's in the ration pack?
Meat. Garlo's ration packs, they're meat.
It starts
but
to
then
get closer and closer and closer. Kind of looks around at everybody.
Hands are up. Just like, and Garlo's probably smaller than it, so it's just like he's kneeling down.
He smells at the ration pack. Looks at you guys real quick. Takes a little bite. Just starts wolfing it down.
While it's eating, Garlo is a totem barbarian, and so I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Oh, so good. This beats the shit out of berries.
Yeah, I mean, depends on the berry, right?
Well, I can't catch the deer. And you guys didn't try to shoot me dead. What's the trick? Wait a minute, there's probably a trick. And you all start to see it look kind of really cautious a minute.
What trick's here, friend? Actually, we're just visiting, but we could use a little bit of a guide if you could point us in the right directions.
You talk like forest green.
Forest Green. Is that a friend of yours?
Lady of the forest. Thank you for this delicious food. Have any more?
I might have some more, but I wonder.
And he runs up to you and he starts to rub his head up against you. Come on, some more food.
You hear in your head, is he attacking Garlo?
And Garlo is just relaying basically like a chat sidebar with the back and forth. Any chance you can introduce it to this lady of the forest?
No.
No. Why not?
Oh, I know where she is.
You know where she was?
Sometimes in the tower.
Where's that at?
The big tall stone thing.
Good place to be.
You guys know that it is somewhere right. You can see it above the tree line, barely,
Okay.
but it's right about here. You guys see that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the ping.
So it's to the east and west. It's connected to those towers. It's over there. Wouldn't go in there uninvited.
Not uninvited.
No. People have tried.
They don't come back.
They are part of the earth now.
Well, that's
The
ominous.
circle of life.
It can be a grisly demise, can it? Listen, can you what's your name, friend?
Bear.
Hey, Bear. In Brandon's notes, there is now Bear, Bear.
Bear.
Tell you what, is there anything else you know around here that might, we're looking for the Lady of the Forest, but also we heard there might be a big scaly thing hiding around here to the
Green.
south.
Tell him it's green.
It's green. It looks like this. Garlo holds out a hand for the scale that Lucy got.
Oh.
Covered in this.
Oh. That's, what was it? A green lizard. Big lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Know
Tiralai,
anything?
it calls itself. Tiralai. I heard it talk to the Green Lady.
Were they friends?
I don't think they were mean to each other.
There was a conversation I didn't understand. But I see you talk to each other, and I know there's a conversation. How about some more of that food?
Yeah. All right. How about in exchange for a lift?
Seems like a good deal.
Of course.
Garlo climbs on the back of a bear.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
You are a heavy one.
Hold on.
That's okay. You can handle it, can't you? And Garlo just like rubs the back of its head. All right, let's roll out. And Garlo tosses it another piece of jerky.
Why didn't I think of this a long time ago? Almost everybody else tries to kill me. You guys are nice.
Well, you saw some signs that said you shouldn't do any harm to anything around here.
Oh, yes, you're very kind. You didn't actually hurt anything, did you? The Green Lady knows all.
She particular about everything here?
Unless you've got her permission, you've come into her refrigerator in her home. You know, refrigerator, that magic box that wizards carry that keep things cool. A wizard talked to me once, he told me all about it.
I imagine. They're a pretty chatty bunch. This Green Lady, talk to her a lot? She reasonable kind of person?
I don't talk to her a lot.
Well, we'll try to smooth things over.
She has her moments. I smelled a bugbear earlier. She thorned it to death.
Okay.
Try to be on our best behavior now, I guess.
Watch out for the goblins. They strike from above.
And then I think I'll ask the others, do you want to head to the tower or do you want to head south? I think the tower.
That was cool.
I mean, the tower seems to be slightly closer than our southern destination, so...
All right. So you're going to the tower or south?
The tower.
Okay. Are you staying on this side of the wall or the other side?
I'll ask our guide. Bear, can you get to the tower from this side or do you have to cross?
You can get to the tall stone from either side.
Is there a big door?
What's a door?
Kind of like an open to the cave, except there's a piece of wood in front of it.
I don't know. I don't get that close to it. But if I was a gambling bear, I would go on the other side of this wall.
Well,
Was
I'll
gambling?
trust your decision.
I shrug
Bear's
and I say the bear's the best guide we've got.
All
I
right,
think
so you're
that's
gonna go
an
south?
Urson. Yeah, we'll head
Elf
past
of
the
the
wall and go around.
All right. As
Bye,
you make-
Lester. We have a new party member.
Goodbye. He's in the chat now.
This is amazing. You can talk to bears. You can talk to crows.
Yeah, I did that first. I just want to say that for anybody who thinks
Movie.
talking to animals is cool, I did that.
Yeah, but I mean, you did it to that bird. It's a bear. Kind of like an.
Yeah, my bird had
obvious-
information, so I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I can't hear you over the fact that I'm riding mine. Later. Carlos.
Oh, you want Lester? Come here. I'm gonna turn you into a bear.
I'm sorry. What? I don't like this idea one bit. I know.
I didn't ask,
happening.
Lester.
He's just gonna ride me. I know it.
My bears would be
Anyways,
so much
considerably
cooler.
more than you do, Garlo. From there, you guys start stepping through the forest, and here is where we are going to pause for the night. For Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction. Thank you so much for watching tonight, guys. However, you do hear a roar in the distance just before we
Uh-oh.
Oh, another roar.
Another one.
Do the
Not,
roar.
not of a lion.
A tiger?
A dragon.
Row.
And with that, we will catch up with you guys next week on Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction.